20 years ago, a chance conversation between the British Council and the University of Siena inspired a new dialogue between British and Italian opinion formers, a running conversation about shared and diverging perspectives on the destiny of Britain and Italy in a rapidly changing Europe. The conference took its name and inspiration from its setting in the Certosa di Pontignano, a retreat outside Siena founded in 1341. Organised by the British Council, the University of Siena was host, along with St Antony's, Oxford. Co-hosts are the British and Italian ambassadors to Rome and London. It's been co-chaired by Ralph Durrendorff, Giuliano Amato and Chris Patten. The first, in 1993, focused on the future of Europe. The Maastricht Treaty was just born, and the debate about monetary union, the euro, and common foreign and security policy was beginning in earnest. Social justice, welfare, education and governance also drove the discussions, not surprisingly, in the city with the most famous pictorial depiction of the good government in the world. The conversation was in the shadow of great world events. The violence of Yugoslavia made a dark backdrop to the early meetings, as did the Intifada, tensions in the Middle East, genocide and famine in Africa. Then, strategic shock. 10 days after the attacks on the Twin Towers of 9/11, we held the 9th Pontignano with the title Facing the Unknown. Suddenly, new topics of global network terrorism had new urgency. So too did mass migration, growth and collapse of populations, and the new economies of the BRIC nations. Climate change took the headlines in 2006. It had just been voted the most pressing global issue in a youth survey, and it brought a new audience of young Europeans. It wasn't all serious number crunching. Informal, sometimes irreverent discussion took over in the evenings. We mulled over why Italians and Brits liked each other, but never quite understood each other's quirky ways. The Brits, one debater declared, can never grasp la bella figura, and for Italians, cricket and a stiff upper lip are in the realms of fiction. Over the years, new topics bring new participants, new audiences. We've talked about how we talk to each other as well as what we talk about, explored the nature of identity, Islam in Europe, and the need for a new learning curve, a new concept of education for Europe. The turmoil of the times has brought the dramatic entry of new ideas. The Arab Spring last year made us think about revolution, the rise of the masses, and conflict in the cyber age. Does the EU have a future? That was the question, as Pontignano, now transferred to Rome, took to the airwaves in a BBC World debate last year. It's a subject with which Pontignano will continue to grapple in this, its 20th year, when we'll debate if Britain and Italy have a shared destiny in Europe, one of the enduring themes, along with global shock, financial, social and political order and disorder. And once more this year, we're back among the ilexes and olive groves at the Certosa itself. It'll be opened by President Giorgio Napolitano, who led the first debates in 1993. Once more, Pontignano is the forum where Italians and Brits talk to each other in a unique atmosphere of friendship, trust, and absolute candour.